All right, good match so far. The home opener for Central Michigan. They taking on Clarion, and the Golden Eagles won 125, Central Michigan 133, and now we push to 141. Seth Koleno, the senior. And on the other side, a true freshman, Jimmy Nugent, the two that battle at 141.
And you take a look at how those first couple of bouts went at him, locked up at 3 after the first 2, and kind of seen up and down from both of these teams. First bout, not as aggressive. Second, we saw some more moves, and we're going to get some quick offense here.
Now these two guys scrapping at it right off the whistle. And nice take there from Nugent, and he turns it into 2. Quick move and a strong mat return from the freshman.
Well, that's a way to get started right there, getting quick 2 points, and another mat return as this time might have got himself into a bit of trouble.
Oh, there's the escape for the senior, but Nugent is right back in looking for 2 more. He's trying to free that left leg, but that's what's keeping this from a takedown. If you're Nugent, you got to drive through here, but there he does and gets 2 more.
I mean, very quick start here from Nugent. Koleno, I think, did all that he could right there and trying to hold on to, stick out another 2 points, but Nugent came right out away, showed some quickness initially with the first shot, and then some strength with, an underhook that turned into a takedown, and then a couple of mat returns.
He's had 4 wins this year, 9 losses, as he's into the lineup, obviously, for the first time as a true freshman. So you expect the experience. You're greeted by some really good wrestlers, and the Chippewas have faced some tough opponents this season. But when he wins, Riley, he's racked up 3 bonus point victories out of the 4 he's had this year.
Well, like we said, being tied after the first 2 bouts here in Mount Pleasant today, bonus points are going to be something that you're going to welcome with open arms, especially in a Mid-American Conference matchup.
Absolutely. You want to get as many points for your team as you can. Great job by Koleno to get to his feet, but hasn't been able to get free yet. This is a senior that's been in a Clarion singlet since 2019. He started back then a couple of years in a row at 133. And then a couple of seasons ago, Koleno bounced between 141 and 149. And now in his second season as a full-time starter at 141. He's a 5th place MAC finisher a year ago. Koleno is free with his second escape.
I think, obviously varying with levels of experience, but I think when, we have a start to a bout like we have here, Koleno could kind of be in a situation where he's a little bit shell-shocked. I think that first stoppage right there put him in a better situation.
Great job. He goes in for a 2-leg takedown, comes up the middle, and gets his first takedown. And we're knotted at 4.
See, he didn't look, too excited there, was calm, collected, kind of worked his way through that slowly. And now he's going to try to impose his strength from the top position too.
Nugent trying to build that base up. 15 seconds to go, and now potential count is on. Here's the back points for the senior Koleno. So he's going to finish in a strong position to end period 1. Down 4-1, he completely changed the match and now has the lead 8-4.
Well, he's one of those guys for this Clarion team that goes out there and always wrestles hard. One of those kind of hometown favorite type of guys for this team. And that time, going against a freshman in Nugent, he came out and just kind of started trying to lift and throw. And, that's good. Got him points in the beginning, but for a senior like Koleno, I think kind of use that to his advantage moving forward in that first period.
Again, the technique that you learn being in college wrestling as opposed to coming from high school. Not that these guys aren't extremely talented, because they are, but it's a different level when you get here and then you experience that type of grind for 3-4 seasons.
Yeah, technicality-wise, you go from high school where still need to be very talented to do a lot of things that pretty much every wrestler in attendance here has done. Mm-hmm. But when you make that switch to college, there's a lot of techniques that some people have never heard of that other people are more advanced in, and it gets a little scary. But as a freshman with Nugent here using his strength to try to wear down Koleno a little bit, has to make sure that he doesn't do it to himself though.
Yeah, he has looked good on top, but again, you're right. Koleno not giving up the back points, the bonus point opportunities, whereas Koleno was able to take advantage and get those late back points to end period one. There's a headlock here at the top. Nugent trying to get around here and flip him over, but Koleno gets free. So 8 straight points for the senior, and he's got a 5-point advantage. 40 seconds left in period 2.
Well, Nugent had himself in a good position there when he was on top. Had the wing in, kind of flipped around, went to the front headlock, but again, Koleno kind of able to slither out of that and work his way back to his feet. And, you know, a lot of these hip tosses and mat returns that we've seen from Nugent kind of led him to those back points that happened in the first period. So still have to be aggressive, but have to make sure that you're executing on some of the opportunities.
The coaching staff for Central Michigan imploring Nugent to finish. Any sense that Koleno may be tired after sitting on bottom for a while. Breakout season for the senior last year. Went 28-9. 10-6 in dual meets. 5 seconds to go here. Now a chance for Koleno again to finish on top. Scramble and no points. So we're going to go to the third period. Interesting to see. Koleno is up 9-4, but the riding time is in favor of Nugent. He's got nearly 2 minutes of riding time built up.
Yeah, it's odd. And, you know, like I said, that strength has been what Nugent has made his points off of, both in that riding time category, assuming that stays through this, and the 2 takedowns. You know, he's really just used his brute strength. And, you know, Koleno now gets his chance to kind of be on top and see what Nugent can do from below.
And Koleno, even though he's been on bottom, he was real tough on top and got the 4-point backswing. The 4 points on the back that swung the match, rather. This time, though, Nugent able to get free. Now a reshot immediately by Koleno and gets 2 more.
Yeah, this is just, I mean, you could find this in the dictionary for, you know, veterans on your wrestling team, because it's a guy that's now looking for more back points.
And he's got an opportunity. Instead, flips over and gets 2 more. But now, Nugent in trouble. More back points. His leg is hooked. And Koleno is he's hoping for a fall here. Nugent's got his right leg pinned, left leg up in the air. And Koleno is 50 seconds here to work and try and reposition for a fall. Riding time is now gone under a minute. And Nugent does get back to his belly, but excellent work up top by Koleno.
He barely even had room to try to bridge there underneath, and Koleno was just going to have to let that go. He was twisting as much as he could, but Nugent, trying to keep those hips facing towards the mat, was twisting the whole time and stayed out of the pin, at least for Central Michigan.
I'll give a lot of credit. Koleno fought off that early entourage from Nugent. Came out, got a couple of takedowns, and then, you said it, the experience just kind of wore out Nugent and completely flipped this match. And it's going to turn into a major decision for the senior.
It's just one of those guys for Clarion that's wrestled at 33, 41, 49. And there you can see when it came down to crunch time, he made the correct moves and gets Clarion back on the scoreboard.
He knows how to win, and Koleno took advantage. Back points galore in this one. And Clarion back in front, 7-3 with the major decision.